Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's me, Torin. I haven't streamed for a while, and it's time. It's time to do some streaming. I'm working on a tattoo for a friend of mine. This drawing I did, this little sketch I did, easily 6 months ago, I'm sure. She's been bugging me for some progress, and rightly so. I've been doing other things. And this is Cthulhu with some cultists. And the main cultist is the priestess from... Look at my references again. From Stuart Gordon's Dagon. I feel like this music might be a little loud. Let me turn it down just a touch. See if that's better. Hey, I got a viewer already. Holy smokes. I should have brought some water in here, but I didn't. Oh well. We'll power through. Hello, one viewer. Yeah, so this is... I can't remember the character's name. I've seen this movie one time. At the H.P. Lovecraft Film Festival. Old Slow Tiger 90. That's who's in the chat. Hello to you. Let me know if the music is too obnoxiously loud in the mix. I can change that. And yeah, so I've seen this movie once when it came out at the H.P. Lovecraft Film Festival with Stuart Gordon, I think. So this is the drawing, and what do I want to work on first? I think I have... This is the general shape. Good here. You can't see my hands, but I'm doing a motion about the general shape of the tattoo. This is my friend's back, although it's not exactly the right angle. It's pretty square, not 100% square, but I think it'll be fine. So it's going to be a big old back tattoo. And what I should do before I get finicky with the line work is figure out what will be the darks. The darks. Also, what? Somebody's messaging me on my phone in the other room, but I'm going to ignore it. I'm trying to think if I've done specifically a tattoo design before. Many people asked me when I was a younger man, and I always said, no, that's too much pressure. I don't want to be responsible for doing something that you're going to put on your skin that's going to be there for the rest of your life. But even so, people take existing drawings that I've already done and make them into tattoos. I want my... Is this it? No. General brushes? No. What am I on now? Oh, my AXM, Astonishing X-Men brushes. What is that? What is HTCFC brushes? Sample brush. I have no idea what that is. Where do these brushes come from? Okay, well, I'm not using those. I want the rusty nib. I should just move this whole folder right here. That'll be good. Okay, what's the one I usually go for? It's been so long since I've drawn. The waxy nib is usually the one I go for, I think. Although I'm just doing shading right now. Old Slow Tiger 90 says, gotta lurk because morning comes early, but I love your work in basically any medium. Listening to The Shadow Out of Tim a lot this week, and that is a good album. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. So I feel like the... This is the light source. The light source, I'm imagining there's like a fire here behind her or something. So that will, if that is the case, then she will have a lot of backlighting here. But like I say, I don't do a lot of and that fits in with what I've already drawn for these dudes here. Oh, there's a little guy up there. I'm not sure if he's gonna last to the, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna end the bottom here. Like, I'm not going to draw their legs and everything. But, just get my canvas sorted here. So maybe I just have it like kind of they end in tatters. They're like half people. They're just floating torsos, like full, not full torso floating vaporous apparition from Ghostbusters. I don't know. I might have to consult the client about what she wants to do, because I could take them further down and draw the end of their cloaks, but I don't feel like that's very graphically interesting. So anyway, if we are having the light here, right in the middle, behind this lady, I'm just going to adjust the opacity of this so we can get a better... I feel like the waxy nib isn't the best for doing this. Let's try noisy nib. Yeah, that's a little better. So, today I went out to visit my brother. He lives in Chilliwack, which is where I grew up. And it's a place, you know. It's kind of what you would call, I don't know, it's a small town. It's not a big town. It's not a big city. I guess technically it is a city, the city of Chilliwack. But he also lives on a mountain. So this is all going to be... That's his body, right? So oh yeah, this is his arms here. He's a muscly Cthulhu. So those will all have shadows. And then... but his tentacles. Oh yes, his tentacles. Well, it looks like the way I've drawn it. So this is his shoulders. Is that what I'm drawing? I've lost the plot here. I might have to do some redraws. That's his shoulders. Like they must be standing on a cliff or something. So then his arms would be here. So then this tentacle... I feel like this Cthulhu deserves fat tentacles. And then what's this is just like the halo around her head, so maybe I don't want tangents going around the tools, the daggers that she's got, which are, there's one. These are the two. Zoom in so you can see them here. These are the two, weapons. I don't know what they are, like, what do you call them? A sacrificial daggers of some kind. One looks like a millipede or a spine, the other one is kind of a, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. But anyway, getting back to the composition here. This is a weird song. This is a weird song. Oh shit. I hate it when I do that. I hate it when I do that. So, Old Slow Tiger, morning comes early. What time zone are you in? I'm sure I've asked you that before. I don't pay attention. Not only do I not pay attention, but I don't remember things. So this is the shadows and darkness. Yeah, so I went out to, it was his birthday. I went out to Chilliwack, have some cake, have some hot dogs, have some salad, delicious salad. And that was all well and good. I gave him a bunch of my compact discs that I've been hoarding for years, including Conan the Barbarian Special Edition. A bunch of cool extras I haven't watched for a long time. Not sure about this guy. I might have to... I mean, like... How does it end? How do these guys end? Maybe I just make some weird lines. And let the tattoo artist figure it out. I've got this one guy in the midground. All the rest of the cultists are in the foreground, except for this one guy I put in the midground, and I don't know what I was thinking. Like, there should be another... For balance. Oh, balance schmalance. Actually, now, speaking of balance, let's do this. Let's see how it looks when I flip the bitch. Flip canvas horizontal. Yeah, it does seem a little crowdy in this area here. Oops, I done a bad thing. Again with the... I might have to revisit this part over here. It's kind of chunky. And like, I feel like this is the center line, right? So I feel like, I mean, this isn't what I planned on doing right now, but like, she's not really balanced. So I got her in red. So let's grab all the red. No, not contiguous. Every red. Grab all those reds. X, Shift, and then I would do like something like nudge her over a bit. Now she's a little more centered. And she's on her own layer now, which I will also make red. The cultists, let me do the same with the cultists. Alright. Grabbing all that green. We're going to pop them on their own layer. And while we're looking at it, let's just look at the cultists. What's happening with this guy's arm down here? Oh, I see. Nope. I want to zoom in. Let's number these guys. I can do it in red on this layer, right? Oh, sorry, I'm all over my microphone here. This is A for Alfred. This is B for Bob. This is C for Charlie. This is D for David. This is E for Edgar. This is F for Frank. This is G for Gary. This is H for Harry. Gary and Harry. I feel like I like what's happening on this side better than I like what's happening on this side. Like, again, why am I zooming in all the time? Don't do that. I'm on B. B for brush. These guys are just crowded. Ooh, no, it's not even letting me draw. Let me try again. Nope. What is going on? B. Oh, it is drawing. I somehow changed the color. These guys are the problem. Right here, these three. A, B, and C. A, B, and C, why can't you be more like E, F, and H? And I got 4 guys in one and 4 on the other, but this one guy is small. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to rework, especially these guys, especially A, B, and C. Let me imagine. Let me put her back just so I can see. Like, it kind of looks like she shouldn't be quite as big, but I'm not sure if that bothers me. I think it's okay for now. But let's take these guys. I'm going to make a new layer. I'm going to make them black. These guys good. These guys good. I like the way that this guy's hand is clearly in the other guy's face. It's like, no, I'm a better worshiper of Cthulhu than you. This guy's head would be here. This would be a center line. These would be his, I forget what muscles, the deltoids? No, the deltoid is here. Lats? No, lats are over here. So he's got his arm. That's all well and good. And the robe comes down. It's easier to draw muscle. I mean, for me anyway, it's easier to draw anatomy than it is to draw drapery. Maybe the hand. Maybe you wouldn't be able to see his hand. Let me draw it out. elbow. Triceps. Ba, 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 ba. You'd be able to see some fingers, I think. Those fingers are a bit wonky, but I just need to know. I don't need to make them look good. I just need to make them be in the right place. For now. Oh, praise be to mighty Cthulhu. Something along those lines. Knuckles. I feel like this being a tattoo and not being my usual... I don't know. Like, I might have to look at some, you know what I'm going to do? Not right now. But I'll have to look at some references for tattoo art and see how sketchy can the lines be. Because like lately I feel like my... Okay, so that's this guy. This is Edgar. Eddie. Let's draw Dave. Actually, let's call him Daryl. Daryl. 2 R's and 2 L's. Let's get rid of Eddie. Like, should they... I like hoods that have the long part going back. Like the long pointy hoods on the end. So what I've got here is I've got this guy's hand. So his deltoid is here. Here's another deltoid. He's a little more turned away. Turning away from camera. And then his elbow is like here-ish. And his arm. This is not a good drawing, but I'll fix that later. I might try to get some anatomical reference for... Let's, yeah. For when I do the final. This is just... I'm just figuring shit out right now. I'm just figuring shit out, you know? Not sure if that arm... An arm looks a little wonky. It actually looks a lot wonky. Now that I'm looking at it. Let's find another brush. Shall we then? Smooth natural nib? Okay, sure. Sure. Sounds great. So that's his head. His neck. Ear. Then really, this arm should be further over, I think. Let's just move it out of the way for now. Maybe I'll bring it back, maybe I'll erase it. So in which case, his shoulder, his deltoid would be here. Like it'd be more like his elbow would be more like here, right? Am I right? Or am I right? Or am I wrong? But again, this will all be covered by the robe up to about here. But it's important to get the anatomy right, even if you're not drawing it, because people will be able to tell. It'll just look wrong, and maybe they'll say, I don't know why it looks wrong, but it looks wrong. And then what do? You flunk art class. rest of his robe. So I really feel like I need a reference for this arm. Tricep. The elbow. Be pointing out almost towards the viewer. That's a tricky one. So I think maybe it would be more like poking out here, right? I think that looks right. And then his wrist and his arm are almost grabbing this guy's arm. Wrist here. Sometimes we like to draw hands as rectangles, just for structure reasons. Some knuckles. More knuckles. Something like that. And then this is all be... This totally sounds like... Yeah, I'm having a hard time with this arm. It just doesn't look right. I'll come back to it. And then the inside of the robe will be there. All right. And then, who knows what's going on down here. And then, look at all this. Okay, let's bring that arm back. I'm going to put it on its own layer, though. Something like that. I'll get rid of it in a second. What layer am I drawing on? That's Daryl's layer. Daryl! Draw it out. Draw it out. Draw it out. And when I went to Chilliwack, I met a fellow who I haven't seen for many, many years. He's part of the music scene, the indie rock music scene, the grunge rock back in the day. And, okay, now I can erase that layer. Goodbye. And he's like, I want to pay you for artwork. And I was like, sounds great. He's got a D&D character he wants art for. So let's see what Eddie and Daryl look like. Daryl has... Let me duplicate. Duplicate layer, there we go. Put that underneath. And we'll just give him a matte underneath. So we can... Yeah, see Daryl's fingers, or Eddie's fingers poking out. Might look a little bit weird. So we might change that a little bit. But again, this is just figuring out where things go first. We're not worrying about accuracy, although it helps. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Okay. Because if I put... Here's the thing. I didn't want to put his hand higher because I didn't want him to look like he's grabbing the priestess's butt. That's the story there. Okay. Okay. But going back to what we started with here. Oh yeah, I was trying to figure out these dudes. Like, do I just try to not mirror exactly, but I could use it as a basis. So let's do that. Let's try it and see what it looks like. Duplicate layer. And then we're going to take that layer and we're going to flippy floppy. Transform. Flip horizontal. Now let me get rid of that layer. And what if we did... Let's take... What's on layer 19? I guess nothing's on layer 19. Let's put something on layer 19. What if we did... Get this guy... Okay, let's make my... First of all, let's make this way lighter. Way lighter. Just a hint of a layer, really. And let's take this and change my brush down to a reasonable size. Oh, that's white. And let's put him down. And we're not gonna copy exactly, but we're gonna try to make it aesthetically pleasing. Maybe his arm can come up here. This is going to be even more. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. Da, 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 da. Maybe his other hand comes up like this. This sounds like... Are we playing the same music over and over again? No, this is Colwyn and Lissa. Track number 11. But it starts out the almost exact same as track number 2. Okay, I mean, this is an option. We're just speculating about a hypothesis here. Again. And then allons-y. Hands are too close together. Maybe we don't give this guy a thumb because it's hidden behind the rest of his hand. You know what I'm saying? Oops, that's too big. Just blocking in the shapes. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing is blocking in the shapes. Like, how did tattoos handle big areas of black? Is that going to work? I don't even know. Should ask my friend Chris because he has dabbled. My friend Chris from Chilliwack. Again with the Chilliwack. And, he's dabbled in, and he can tell me his secrets. And then, okay, so that's, it's different. It's different than the other guy. Wait, I can't see the other guy because I hit his layer. Oh, it's not really different. Well, let's keep going. Let us keep going. kind of like how you can see the side of this guy's face. Make him look almost like Cloak from Cloak and Dagger. Maybe they're monster. Maybe they're not even human. We don't know. We just don't know, people. There's not much to this guy. Maybe he's got one hand coming back more. I don't know. Does that work for you? Does that do anything for you? And that's more reflective of what's going on over on this side. I want it to be symmetrical, but not exactly mirroring it. That's my goal. Okay, let's get back to what layer do I want to be on? Is that everything? Oh yeah, okay. I'll be on level 19, sure. Sure, why not? He's a big, strong man. You're a big, strong man. It's more bent away from the camera, if we may say such things. Oh. Phone's ringing. Sounds like somebody in this house ordered Uber Eats. Or something. I'll just fill in the blacks here for consistency. I feel his arm could be a little more spooky. A little more creepy. That does look like it's just a floating torso, doesn't it? So I don't know whether it'll lean away from that or lean into it. Again, maybe just some random. Gotta give this guy a little bit of play on his hoodie area. Maybe he does have an arm coming up here. Did I give this guy an arm? No, I did not. So let's give him an arm. Really coming back. Elbow or something like it. I'm drawing. I'm drawing. Somebody help me, I'm drawing. Oh, it's too big. And then this dude. Background dude. Although his light will be hitting more from the side here. So he could really... have it more on the outline rather than the interior. Zip. Just okay, let's try that again. Drawing. Something like that. So now it's really the blackest of the black, except for on this guy. Which I guess now I have to do. Oh, I see what happened. Right, because I had him on his own layer. Oh no, wrong layer. Eddie, no, why? No, still on the wrong layer. Eddie, why? Don't do that to me. Okay, and then Daryl. Daryl. You need thicker blacks, Daryl. Get with the program. Be a team player. If you want to be on the cult, in the cult, you gotta follow orders. I mean, I don't know. I might have to change that around. Wonky. Just gonna draw that right on there. Looks like wonksy. Even my wonky is wonky. Okay. How are we doing for time? 38 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna wrap up pretty quick. But let's see what we can do for our good friend and Lord Cthulhu. Don't know how much anatomy I want to draw on him. I just kind of want it to be kind of amorphous. But his tentacles, they definitely need. So let's not worry about where his deltoids are. Let's not worry about all that business. He's just going to be a... I'd rather really just have him be a mass of tentacles. Oops. I erased too much. Let's take Cthulhu. There he is. And let's make him... Okay, I'm going to get rid of this. Should I? Yes. Yes, I am. I am going to get rid of that. In fact, I'm going to delete it. I don't ever want to see it again. Go to hell. I'll do my own black for the High Priestess. And she's going to have... Oh, lordy. I got to get her... wardrobe correct. That's going to be a hell of a thing. Because as you may notice in all my references, well, that guy's not even the same guy. None of them shows her back. She's got this cool dress going on. Bit of a neathage there. And it's kind of sheer, which is its own kind of challenge. Yeah, as you can see here, it's kind of sheer. And I guess it covers her back. I mean, I guess maybe she's got the low neck. Does she have a low back as well? I don't know. I could draw it. No one's gonna say that's wrong, hopefully. But I don't know. That's a challenge. Maybe just for now, I won't worry about that. There's her shadow. All shadow and darkness. And her hips. And her buttocks. Obviously, I'm not drawing her buttocks. And then maybe the rest of her is down there somewhere. Merging. And then some shadow on this part. But again, kind of sheer, so I don't know how I'm going to do that. That's a problem I'm going to have to figure out. Some translucence happening there. I think maybe what would help if I take this red and I make it black. Let's lock that layer. Let's make my brush big. Oh, I'm getting hot. I need to open a window. And then let's take this layer, put it, yeah, 74% is fine. And let's do the same. Oh, no, I don't need to do the same with any of the other ones. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not going to fuck around with that right now. I refuse. And then I just need to figure out where the tentacles go. Again, God. What's next? Don't want to listen to this. I'm tired of it. Let's listen to some Johnny Quest. I feel like a lot of my audio is going to be blocked. This particular... I am recording it, so we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll put it on YouTube. Do I want... No, I want a different layer. And let's do like a super dark green. Let's take this green and let's darken the darkness. Let's darky the darkness, shall we? And then we're gonna have... I really have to figure out where the tentacles can go. Right? These are all tentacles. That's... I'm just drawing the shadow. I'm just trying to get the shadow. Where would the shadows go? Alright. Am I right or am I wrong, or what's going on? Some suggestion of a body, but like I said, I don't want to get too wrapped up in anatomy. I think there'll be like a lot of veins or something here in the bat wings. But I can worry about that later. Oh, maybe there's more veins. Maybe there's veins everywhere. And then ridges. Oh, the ridges. Like here. And kind of like, you know, something like that. I don't know. I'm working it out as we talk. Obviously, the eyes will have to be something special. And then we just have these, I don't know, polyps head polyps. Maybe not. They look like eyelashes. Maybe we don't do that. Not now, anyway. We can do something like that. I don't know. A little crown, almost. Which is not uncool. So if we, I don't know, surrounded her with a bit of a tentacle halo, is that going to work? Almost vaginal. Almost yonic. Just not, again, not a terrible thing. It's got one in the middle. That's kind of cool. I'm not against that. And again, the light would be... Should all be darkness up here. Darkness, I tell you. Darkness. And then where do the rest of the tentacles go? We don't know. We don't know. They're coming up here like a big mustache. Like a big twirly mustache. Again, symmetrical, but not an exact copy. Because if I were to put, it might help. Let's take this, give us a yellow here, and then just like this is the light's coming up from here. Just so you know where I'm coming from. I haven't even clarified whether or not this is going to be a color tattoo or a black and white tattoo. Because I feel like if it's going to be a color tattoo, then maybe I just don't do that part. I don't know. It's a lot of work. Where's my tentacle layer? There it is. I don't know. Womp, 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 womp. This doesn't sound like the robot spy. This sounds like more... It's some tentacle action going on over here. We don't know where it's going. We don't know where it came from. Do the same thing over here. Oh, pardon me. Do we want the tentacles to break out of the... Like, I consider this the edge. The bat wings, the edge of the bat wings I consider to be the edge of the artwork. So to have, like, tentacles come out of there could be interesting, but I don't know if that... Don't know if I want that. I'll leave it for now. Can always change it later. And then, what else is happening here? Again, I don't want to disrupt the designs of the... I want these tools. I'm just calling them tools. They have a name. One might call them, I don't know, sacrificial implements. There. But it would be here. And here. I feel like I made the tentacles fatter on the left side than the right side. I almost want one tentacle like grabbing a dude and ripping him out of the crowd to consume. And I want to have some of the tentacles go over each other. Can I do that? Like this. Not like they're all wrapped up between themselves. I don't know. Womp womp. It's like in my I'm thinking like, is it worth it to make a 3D model of this so we can see where the light would actually go? And the answer is no, because I'm not going to do that. I think we're pretty much done for now. I want to add some more tentacle business, but don't know if that's a right now thing. I feel like it's getting to the point where I need to step away. This is all just, I don't know what it is. But let's take a little wide look at it. Let's get rid of the yellow. Let's get rid of that. And let's flop it back. See if anything jumps out at me. Oh no, I want the whole thing to, although actually redo. No, that's fine. I don't need to worry about that. Okay. I want, again, I want the image, right? Got image rotation, that's what I want. Let's go back to where it was. Take a look at that. Something bugs me. Let's make a red layer. Let's make a red layer up here for corrections. For things to look at next time. Let's make a red thing. I feel like her fix what's going on here. Maybe the arms a little more symmetrical. That's a fix to do. I like the dudes more. They're a little more symmetrical. And, yeah. Yeah, I'll show this to the client and see if she has any thoughts about it. Let's save our work. Thanks for showing up. Old Slow Tiger, and I will end my thing. Hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe. And I'm on Patreon, Torrin Atkinson, artist extraordinaire. And what else? And I live stream on my Twitch. Oh, and so I'm going to. It's the end of September. It's getting close to the end of September. And I will be resuming my I will be resuming my 20-minute monster series probably next month, sometime. Not early next month. So be on the lookout for that, where I go through the last time I did it, I went through the D&D Monster Manual. This time I'll be going through the Fiend Folio, which has a lot of interesting monsters. And those will probably again be on Sunday mornings. Okay, great. Thanks for tuning in. I hope to see you next time. So long.